Give us this day our daily bread is maybe one of my favorite lines in the Lord's Prayer, because there's just a lot going on in there. The idea that we should limit our desires to what we actually need. I mean, just really important for us living in a world with so much excess today. But also, when we think about our daily bread, we think about the farmer who grows the wheat, the baker who bakes the bread. There is this expression of interdependence in that prayer, which also calls us to pray for the needs of all of those people who in turn provide for our needs. There's a real communal kind of implication to that line in that prayer that I think we don't pay enough attention to.
To pray for our daily bread is in itself to remind ourselves of our interconnectedness together. The farmer grows our wheat, the baker breaks our bread, and to pray for what we need, then to trust God for that need, this is really to depend on a whole community around us that looks after us. So in some sense, to trust God for the entire community's needs as well. Bread is a community effort. There's this quote that I love from one of my favorite American theologians, Stanley Hauerwas. He says this: Jesus is good news to the poor, precisely because he has brought into existence a people who ask for no more than their daily bread. And so to pray for what we need, to ask for what we need, to teach ourselves to ask for everything we need and no more, this is an absolutely remarkably succinct way to express our dependence, but also to help constrain the excess that can so quickly confuse us about what it is we really need. See, I firmly believe that everything about this prayer is for us and for our good, and that means both the invitation to ask, but also the constraint on that petition. Both of these are a gift to us. To know that we can ask, to know that we can cry out and express our need, to know that in the kingdom come, the world that looks like heaven, everyone, including us, will have our needs met. That actually rejoins us in the effort to make that world possible for all of us. Now, at the same time, to pray for what some scholars might suggest should be better translated, enough bread for tomorrow, that treads this incredibly delicate line, calling us to evaluate our needs honestly, to plan for tomorrow diligently, but to never want for so much that our trust becomes auxiliary. See, in my experience, it's very easy for today's luxuries to become tomorrow's needs, to become next week's obsession. And perhaps the only antidote to that progression is to want, to need, to trust always. Now, I'm not suggesting you can't have nice things. I have lots of nice things in my life. I'm incredibly grateful for them. But I am suggesting that learning to constrain our prayers to what we actually need, this is medicine for the creeping greed that will slowly become us if it's left unchecked.